pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, first and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Now Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Third and long here for Rosen. Being chased out left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now!
They run with Logan, and that one blown quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
Rosen will throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And unable to get get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Oh, able to avoid him. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Joe Williams, there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Man open left side, it's Williams. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards. And it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set,
This is Logan. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And over the middle here, Amaro. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, now look.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll look to throw, and his throw here is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far.
Detroit!
This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And able to find Kirk complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Set! Green 39!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses, and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go now. Green.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cardinals on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
He completes it to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll set up a throw. inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do,
Yeah.
right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And able to get this one across the